This essay is intended strictly for academic purposes only and should not be interpreted as professional advice or a substitute for therapy. Its primary aim is to foster learning and critical thinking within an educational context. It is designed to help psychology students, educators, and anyone interested in human behavior recognize the subtle and overt signs of manipulative behaviors that can occur in relationships of all kinds, romantic, familial, or even professional. Manipulation is a form of emotional and psychological abuse. It is never a feature of healthy partnerships, and its effects can be deeply damaging, often leaving lasting scars on a person's sense of self and ability to trust. Our goal here is to educate, not to instruct or judge. Awareness is the crucial first step toward understanding how interpersonal harm can manifest and how it can be prevented or addressed. Throughout this chapter, we'll examine some of the most common tactics used in toxic dynamics, explore why these behaviors are so damaging, and discuss practical ways to spot them early, whether in your own life or when supporting others. Recognizing these patterns is crucial for anyone who wants to support friends, family, or clients in navigating the complexities of relationships. Early recognition can be the difference between ongoing harm and the beginning of healing. Manipulation breaks down trust, erodes self-esteem, and can distort a person's sense of reality. The impact is often invisible at first, but over time, it can undermine even the strongest bonds. In this discussion, we'll maintain a clinical, neutral tone. These behaviors are the subject of serious academic study, not sensationalism or entertainment. Our focus is on understanding, not blaming. By naming and understanding these tactics, we begin to remove their subtle power. Knowledge is a powerful tool for change, and it can help us create safer, healthier environments for ourselves and others. Manipulators often rely on their actions being misunderstood, minimized, or simply going unnoticed. Shedding light on these behaviors is the first step in breaking their hold. In contrast, healthy relationships are built on mutual respect, open communication, and shared values. These are the foundations that allow trust and intimacy to flourish. The tactics we'll discuss are tools of control, not love. True love empowers and uplifts, while manipulation seeks to dominate and diminish. As we proceed, remember that the contrast between healthy and manipulative dynamics is central to our discussion. Understanding this difference is key to building better relationships. Keep in mind, a healthy relationship should feel safe, supportive, and nurturing. It should be a space where both people can grow and be themselves without fear. Let's begin by shining a light on these destructive patterns so we can better understand, prevent, and heal from them together. Gaslighting is psychological manipulation that makes someone question their own reality. In relationships, it appears as denial of events, twisting facts, and insisting the victim is crazy or too sensitive. This erodes self-trust, leading to anxiety, confusion, and dependence on the manipulator. The manipulator, in turn, becomes isolated from genuine connection. Healthy relationships rely on honesty and validation. Partners listen and respect each other's experiences. If you often feel confused or doubt your memory after conversations, consider keeping a journal to confirm your perceptions. Gaslighting thrives in secrecy. Awareness is your first defense. Love bombing is an intense, manipulative flood of affection and attention early in a relationship. It's not genuine love. It's a strategy to hook the target and make them feel indebted. When the manipulator withdraws, the victim craves the lost intensity, creating a trauma bond. This cycle damages self-worth and fosters emotional dependency. Healthy relationships develop gradually with consistent, authentic connection. Watch for relationships that move too fast or feel overwhelming. If someone tries to become your whole world overnight, be cautious. True intimacy is built over time, not through grand gestures. Pacing and respect for individuality are key signs of genuine affection. The silent treatment, or stonewalling, is when someone withdraws communication to punish or control. Unlike a brief communicated pause, this is prolonged and leaves the partner feeling isolated and anxious. It invalidates feelings and blocks conflict resolution. For the manipulator, it's a way to avoid addressing problems, ensuring issues remain unresolved. Healthy partners communicate their need for space clearly and promise to re-engage. If silence feels like punishment and only ends when you concede, it's manipulation. Recognize the difference between a respectful pause and punitive withdrawal. Silence should never be used as a weapon. Constructive conflict requires communication, not avoidance. Moving the goalposts means constantly changing expectations so a partner can never succeed. No matter what the victim does, it's never enough, leading to exhaustion and low self-esteem. The manipulator maintains power by keeping their partner striving for unattainable approval. This destroys the possibility of an equal partnership. Healthy relationships set clear, consistent expectations and celebrate achievements. If your successes are always minimized or new demands appear immediately, take note. Chronic dissatisfaction and conditional praise are red flags. Feedback should support growth, not undermine confidence. Relationships are about teamwork, not endless tests. Recognize when approval is used as a tool for control. Triangulation brings a third person into a conflict to create division and reinforce the manipulator's position. This tactic breeds insecurity, jealousy, and isolation, undermining trust. The manipulator avoids direct communication, instead creating drama and instability. Healthy couples address issues privately and protect their relationship's boundaries. Watch for constant comparisons or outside opinions used as weapons. If you feel pitted against others or judged by outsiders, triangulation may be at play. Direct, honest communication is the antidote. Relationships thrive on unity, not rivalry. Guilt tripping manipulates by making someone feel responsible for another's emotions or actions. The victim feels obligated and anxious, often sacrificing boundaries to avoid emotional punishment. The manipulator avoids responsibility for their feelings, relying on blame and passive aggression. Healthy partners express needs directly without inducing guilt. If setting boundaries makes you feel unjustly guilty, or if past favors are used as leverage, beware. Emotional honesty, not manipulation, is the foundation of respect. Notice nonverbal cues designed to make you feel bad. These are red flags. Protect your boundaries and recognize when guilt is being weaponized. Recognizing manipulation starts with awareness of subtle warning signs. Manipulation can be hard to spot at first because it often hides behind seemingly caring gestures or affectionate words. But if you pay close attention, you'll notice patterns that don't feel right. If you often feel confused, anxious, or like you're always apologizing, take a closer look at your relationship. These feelings are not random. They can be signals that something deeper is going on. Ask yourself if you feel like you're walking on eggshells or constantly second-guessing your actions. Warning signs include overwhelming affection followed by sudden withdrawal, making you crave their approval, or being compared to others in ways that make you feel less than. You might notice your partner gives you the silent treatment or withholds affection as a way to control your emotions. Another red flag is feeling responsible for your partner's happiness, as if their mood depends entirely on you. This can create a heavy burden and make you feel guilty for things that aren't your fault. Being ignored or excluded as punishment is another tactic manipulators use to keep you off balance and seeking their approval. This emotional distance is designed to make you feel insecure and dependent. These patterns signal psychological control, not just a difficult relationship. Manipulation is about power, not partnership, and it erodes your sense of self over time. Trust your instincts. Consistent harm outweighs occasional good moments. If you find yourself justifying bad behavior because of rare kindness, it's time to reevaluate. You cannot fix a manipulator. Your responsibility is your own well-being. Prioritize your needs and remember that it's okay to step away from toxic dynamics. Knowledge empowers you to make informed choices about your safety. The more you understand manipulation, the better equipped you are to protect yourself and set healthy boundaries. Healthy relationships are built on trust, respect, and open communication. These are non-negotiable foundations for any partnership. Recognize manipulation not to win arguments, but to protect yourself. Setting boundaries is an act of self-respect, not selfishness. Move toward relationships that support your emotional health, where you feel valued, safe, and free to be yourself. You deserve nothing less. Recognizing manipulation is a crucial first step, but building and maintaining healthy relationships goes far beyond just identifying red flags. It requires a commitment to learning new skills, practicing self-awareness, and being open to growth, both as individuals and as partners. There are many resources available to help you on this journey. Organizations like the Gottman Institute, the American Psychological Association, and the National Domestic Violence Hotline offer expert guidance, practical tools, and support for anyone seeking to improve their relationships or recover from manipulation. Books by renowned experts such as Dr. Susan Forward and Patricia Evans provide deeper insight into the dynamics of manipulation, emotional abuse, and recovery. Reading these can help you understand patterns, recognize unhealthy behaviors, and learn strategies for healing and growth. Remember, healthy relationships are built on ethical boundaries, clear, respectful statements of what you will and won't accept. Setting boundaries is not about controlling others, but about protecting your own well-being and fostering mutual respect. Setting boundaries is an act of self-respect, not aggression. It's a way to honor your needs and values, and to communicate them honestly to others. In truly healthy dynamics, boundaries are not only welcomed, but respected. Both people feel safe to express themselves and know their limits will be honored. Studying manipulation isn't about becoming cynical or distrusting. It's about empowerment. Knowledge gives you the confidence to stand up for yourself and make informed choices. Learn to distinguish genuine affection from performance and healthy conflict from abuse. This awareness helps you build stronger, more authentic connections. With this knowledge, you can advocate for yourself and support others who may be struggling. You become a source of strength and understanding in your community. Ultimately, strive for relationships rooted in mutual respect, emotional safety, and genuine care. Healthy connections are possible, and you deserve them.